Hello, Tim from Fair Play Now on the 19th of June 2021, and yesterday I put a little video up showing or telling you about my kind of previous life, including my old school. I thought I'd just talk to you a little bit more about my school days at Wacko Academy, as the Sun called it many years ago, because of the liberal use of the punishment implement they used to use back in the day, the cane as it's called, which is just like, if you don't know, it's like a stick which they used to sort of whack over your hand or over your sort of backside, whatever. And yeah, I was actually there from 14 to 18, 1978 to 82, so you can work out what my age is from that, I should think. And yeah, I went there from a mixed school to Wacko Academy in 1978 when I was, as I say, 14, and it was a boys only school. The girls went off to another school up the road, and that is the first bone of contention I had, to be honest with you. So just when I'm getting to the age where I'm getting interested in girls, they all sort of disappeared or were sort of taken away, and I wasn't very happy about that, as you can probably imagine. And yeah, and I had some bad times there, but I did have some good times as well, and it wasn't sort of 4 years of hell. I did have some good teachers there. My English teacher was really good, and yeah, a few of the others were sort of good people as well. And I did actually end up with a good set of sort of O levels and even a couple of A levels. So it couldn't have been too bad on that, but had a couple of decent trips away as well. They had a place in Snowdonia that you could go to in the summer. It's almost like a summer camp thing, and that was good fun, sort of trekking up and down the Snowdonia mountains. And yeah, we actually had good weather as well, which was a bonus. And I ended up with some really good friends. It was quite a small group of friends actually, and we all happened to be into motorbikes, or most of this group had motorbikes, and we all started off with the 50cc things, which is all you can ride when you're 16, and then sort of worked up to sort of bigger things. And while I was at that place, well, actually I think it's just after I left the school, I had a 100cc bike, and then worked my way up to all the way up to a 900cc, which was the biggest one I ever had. But yeah, we at lunch breaks and breaks we'd go to the place where you could sort of sit down and sort of talk and stuff, and common room or whatever it's called, and we would sort of just talk about our motorbiking escapades and sort of close calls and scrapes and this sort of thing. And yeah, they kind of remained good friends for a good long time. I sort of lost touch with them for a few years, but then just a few years ago, when one of them was getting married, kind of hooked up with them again, and sort of been in touch with them on and off for a few years, up until the stage, I think it's about 3 months ago, I kind of sent a message on the WhatsApp group that we're on, and which is quite responsive normally. If you sort of put something on there, that at least one or two of them would soon come back with some kind of comment. But I put a thing on there really with a few of my thoughts about this situation we're in, and got complete radio silence. Absolutely none of them came back to me. Even a couple of them who back in the day were sort of cool kids, sort of a little bit rebellious, not in my quiet way that I talked about yesterday, but in a sort of a louder way. and yeah, they didn't even come back. So no doubt they're kind of thinking, oh dear, you know, Tim's sort of gone off with the fairies here, you know, he's, you know, buying into all this crazy nonsense that's floating around the internet, you know, or whatever they're thinking, but haven't really heard much from them since. And I think that is getting more and more common amongst us, isn't it? We're sort of just, whenever we speak our kind of minds, this is all we're getting, sort of either just radio silence, which is what I'm getting mostly, or being ignored, or just having people have a go at you, sort of thing. And even Eric Clapton said as much in some of his recent interview. He said his, you know, family, a lot of his family just think he's sort of crazy for, you know, what he's come out with. So I just wonder, well, I know it's happened to a lot of you as well. You've kind of, yeah, relationships have got more strained, more awkward. Yeah, perhaps you've lost friends and things. And as I say, I'm not sure if I've lost those friends, but yeah, they might sort of come back to me. Who knows? But it's looking like they're very much on the mainstream narrative side of the equation, whereas I'm here on my side. So just going back to the school, I did have these friends, did have some good times there, and it's now been, I think it's only a few years after I left that it was kind of totally demolished, and a kind of a sixth form college was built there, and completely different type of building, kind of a modern type building, whereas my school was, I don't know, I suppose late Victorian, early Edwardian sort of build and design. Yeah, quite a grim place really, and it had all those horrible institutional corridor paint, you know, where all the corridors are painted in sort of, I think it was dark green on the lower half and a lighter green on the top half, and that seems to be what they painted all the institutions in back in the day, hospitals and all sorts. Not very cheerful really. So I think I'll leave it there. Just a few more details about my school days, a few school friends who it doesn't look like they kind of share my point of view. I'll be back tomorrow. This is just going to be the only video I'm doing today, apart from another one that I'm going to do just to recommend a superb video I saw this morning, but hopefully going to be back tomorrow with Lorraine as well. Tim from Fair Play Now, thanks for watching.